Dear Mother and Father, I've just arrived at the Abbey last week. After several weeks of traveling across bumpy roads and forgotten passages, or so it seemed, I've finally arrived. The smell of some kind of dessert floating on the wind greeted me as the carriage rolled under the opening gate, with the stars twinkling overhead in the brisk night. I had arrived late, but none the worse for wear. Please let little Sarah know I'm okay. She always frets when I do anything unusual. I believe this message will take some time to reach you, as I have no understanding as to how the mail travels from here. I think from what I've observed, outgoing mail is nearly non-existent. But the monastery does receive visitors, pilgrims, and the like, so you can expect to receive my letters in batches, I suppose. Alright. Anyway. Now to the exciting part. The Abbey excited me from the moment I arrived. Simple clothing, oversized vestiges and adornments, stone everything. Animals scamper about, tame and even seemingly courteous of our passing. I, as the newest initiate, had been given the lowest portion of the housing, a little hole in the wall, as it were, with a spot just big enough for me to lay down, head to foot. I don't quite fit into the halfling beds, so my feet pull up about a foot from the edge of the bed. I have only a simple open space under my bed, as it were, to store my meager belongings. Uncle Clam was excited to see me. His great nose bumped me in the face, almost as he pulled me in for an embrace the first time we met. He made sure to tell me to write back to you, to let you know that I was safe, and that he was doing well. Father, for being your brother, Uncle Clam looks nothing like you. His nose aside, he is round and squat, talkative and excitable, always bustling around to serve and to eat. I find him invariably lapping about the yards and walkways to angle through the kitchen. No exception. Truly, each time I have seen him, in the few times I pass him, or see, or hear of him, throughout the days, he has been seen or heard to be in the vicinity of the kitchens, every single time. Mother, not to leave you out, enclosed within this letter, I've crushed a small rose, flattened as much as possible, while also trying to preserve its shape. Brother Kessler, most tender with plants and flowers, and one of the first to come and greet me the morning after my arrival, showed me how to delicately flatten the blades, or the cup, or however it is referred to, of the rose, so as to preserve it for you. When I chose it from the flower beds surrounding the main abbey proper, I made sure to find the deepest shade. You will also find a surprising colored flower I cut as well, special for you. I never guessed flowers could be green, and yet here I've seen a bush of them growing. How odd! I'm so intrigued by this place, darling parents. You made a good choice in suggesting that I join Uncle here. He is the most pious individual I have had the good acquaintance to meet. Everyone is always so busy, tucked away with their prayers, deeds, or walks, that I cannot catch everyone except at mealtime. Mealtimes. How unique. Though I'm sure I will bore of them quickly, as there is no talking aloud. And I truly mean none. The elderly abbot, whom I have not met yet, till my indoctrination and reception have occurred, always stands at the head of one of the long rows of tables, lifting his hands to bless the food. He speaks in a language I have not heard before, but I assume it to be the dialect Father mentioned was spoken as the pious language. How funny that I never heard it before, but now I hear it spoken about me at all times. Anyway, meal times are measured, paced as it were. We eat in a special, broad, long room known as a refectory. Without talking, as we share smiles and simple gestures to communicate our intentions, to say, for instance, "Pass the bowl, Brother Kimball," we begin to eat the meal. 3 meals a day, all the same style. The fortunate thing for me, or should I say, the blessed thing, is that the food tastes delicious. Soon, I hope to spot the cooks bustling about the kitchen, doing what they do best in that outbuilding of savory, sweet, and aromatic spice. Whenever I feel a touch of boredom, thoughts of eating whatever bursts forth from the kitchen springs me back to excitement. But we do more than eat here. Every day, I wake up, and like the others, say morning prayer with that bird. Distracts me, I can't write. Well, I'll have to continue. Anyway, where was I? To pick up on my thoughts again. Yes, here we go. Each day, I wake up, and like the others, say morning prayer with the tolling of the steeple bell, sounding 6 tolls to mark the time of morning. Each night, we go to bed together as an entire abbey, with the striking of the bell 10 times. I'm not sure, with the further failing of the sun as we approach winter, that our schedules will change, but to be sure, I appreciate getting adequate sleep. Somehow it takes much effort to focus on simple tasks for hours on end. With our prayers morning, noon, and night, we also, as a large group, attend a morning hearing of pious language speaking from one of the elderly monks, whose name I have not nailed down yet, and another one from a different one at mid-afternoon. But I could go on. We must deprive ourselves. That is the way it is done about the Abbey. Deprivation to teach the soul, I suppose. Though I will see just how effective this deprivation is. It does not occur to me that mere strictness will break one's heart of moral corruption, if that is indeed their goal. Curious, it is also to see many of the monks rather well fed, to speak kindly of them, even the older speakers. So perhaps there is more to the Abbey than a grand show of strictness. To be sure, I only understand so much of the Abbey. I joined to experience a harsh life of deprivation and to be with Uncle Clem for a season. But maybe they will make a monk of me yet. And to be sure, I think I spot many about here who, whether mistaken or not, seem to believe they are truly doing what is the right thing in their eyes. I'm sure I'll come to a conclusion about what a monk's life is all about sooner than later. Parents, my heart is full, and my mind is fuller. I do not hold the same beliefs as these monks, not even that of Uncle Clam. I believe our way of believing to be superior. But to stay with them for a time, to learn something from them as an outsider, which they know me to be most fully, I expect to do with urgency. I just choose to use the daily times of prayer to pray on my own. Well, That's enough for now. I'm here, and I have had the best of times. I will write to you as I have time. Since my focus will not be on the spiritual side of things, the monks aim to teach me various things useful to our living here. So, I'm sure my time will be eaten up. That is enough. My hand aches. Your loving son, William Fanegood.